You're listening to the Get Out and Drive podcast, fueled by AMD, with your hosts, John, Custom Car Nerd Meyer, and Jason, Old Car Guy Carr. We'll be bringing you gearheads everything you never wanted to know about cars and why they should be on the road and not in your garage. Are you ready to get out and drive?
Oh, John, you ever have one of those times where you're scrolling through and you just every roll that you go through is just a more and more funny?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And before you know it, your wife starts throwing shit at you because you're
laughing too much. You're making too much noise. You're having too much fun without them.
Oh. Okay. I am composed. John, who has more fun than a middle-aged old guy sitting there doom scrolling on his phone?
Every single time we're trying to get rolling and I'm trying to get square and you're telling me stuff and I'm sending you crap and you're laughing and I don't even know.
We all have that one friend, don't we?
We do. And I'm sad that you are mine, but okay.
Well, what a great segue into all the things that were being shared with us over Drive Day. 2025, a couple of weekends ago, and
overwhelming.
I can't get over the number of posts that people didn't just take a picture and go tag Get Out and Drive. No, right. They shot video. Some of them, narrated their video. Some people went further to get some custom shots. And if you guys just, when you're done listening to this, get on your phone and just go into your search bar anywhere, any browser, any social media, and type hashtag National Get Out and Drive Day. You'll see what we're talking about. It was amazing. The support that we had. We're not even talking about the companies that jumped in on this. We're talking about individual people that are like you guys who are listening to us right now.
Yeah, people that didn't have to do anything. They could have sailed right on through and no one cared, but they stopped and they wanted to make sure everybody knew that they loved National Get Out and Drive Day and what they were driving. And they'd show us as safely as possible. They'd show us pictures of what they were driving a vehicle, talking about what they were driving, just hanging out and having fun.
And we saw a literal crap ton of awesome vehicles. Pontiac Le Mans, old Buick Skylarks. Somebody even had I should know this.
Yeah.
With his, what is it, a 52 Mercury lead sled with the flames in the front of it.
Oh, I don't know.
Cars for a long time.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why am I forgetting his name? Anyways, there's so many different cars out there, trucks. Even modern stuff. Somebody was out there in their Ford Escape with a Get Out and Drive, National Get Out and Drive Day 2025 sticker on the back of it. Just living the best dream with their family, going out to get some ice cream, having a good time. And I am thankful for everybody that had the opportunity or took the time to tag us, because that's what we wanted to see. We want to see this become a wave that gets bigger and bigger every year.
Yeah. Well, let me officially come on here and say to everybody that had just bombarded the crap out of us about getting decals, or I didn't get my decal. You know why? It's because we had too many people sign up. We ran out twice. Now we've got some more back in. We're going to get caught up because my head's still spinning. So everybody that stayed with us, people that got it on before Drive Day, people that got them after Drive Day, whatever, thank you for your patience. This year, God, Jason, this year's been overwhelming.
Here's your reminder to support the companies that support your right to get out and drive.
Auto Metal Direct is a premier manufacturer of high-quality restoration parts for classic American cars and trucks. AMD offers a wide range of components, including body panels, trim, glass, weather stripping, and much more. Crafted to meet or exceed original equipment specifications. Be sure to visit autometaldirect.com as you get your ride ready to get out and drive.
And I think in huge part, it comes down to a handful of people that we need to mention. Mostly, Jason Chandler, Eddie Sabreco over there at AMD. AMD, who sponsors us as a podcast, at their free will, jumped on board and started making cute little shorts, funny little shorts, with this.
With the giant ass decal.
The giant decals, and want to stick them everywhere. And they were kind enough to send me a couple up here in Canada. John got a couple. And like these were huge. They're I think in my video I said they were 30. They're not. They're like 24 or 22 inches wide, but they're huge and they stand out. And it's something that I think moving forward next year we'll have to do the same thing, and make some funny skits out of it. And so huge shout out to AMD, Jason and Eddie, and Amanda too, because she was out there filming some of that stuff for those guys. Oh, yeah. And making sure that they got the word out. So huge shout out to those guys over at AMD. Also, our pal from Oklahoma who travels back and forth to Maine.
Always driving.
He's always driving, so it's just another day for him, but he chose to put our name on it. So Fred Ashmore.
Ashmore Speed and Performance.
ASAP. And he's only a couple of hours from me when he's in Maine. And of all these years, we still have yet to connect. But he's got a birthday coming up soon. And it's the big one for him. I think it's 50.
It is 50.
And he's planning on doing a big drive.
Right.
John, you know a little about that. I think that you might even be taking part in some fashion, possibly.
I haven't said yet. Nothing's happening yet. I can't let out any information. Let's just say the passenger seat might be warm.
So big shout out to Fred. That day on October 5th, he was traveling back. He had bought was it a Mercury Cougar?
Yeah, I think he bought a Cougar from some guy that they called Lion somebody, and like making up stories, fibbing, saying his 70 Mercury Cougar ran 9s.
But yeah, Fred was on his way back home, and like I said, he was doing a live on Instagram, which while he was driving, allegedly in Mexico.
Right.
But yeah, there's a lot of people
between Oklahoma and Maine, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on the way.
Maybe my map's wrong.
Yeah. A lot of people taking advantage of National Get Out and Drive Day, helping us help support the cause. And if you guys don't know what the cause is, somebody said, well, Jason, what do you gain out of this? I don't gain a cent. I don't gain anything. The whole purpose of National Get Out and Drive Day is just that. We want to see you getting out in your ride to enjoy it with your family, enjoy it with your friends, or by yourself. But we want you out driving. Older vehicles, collector cars, trucks, motorcycles, wagons, horse and buggy, whatever you've got, they're all meant to be driven. They're meant to get out and drive. So whether you're snapping the reins or you're slapping the gas pedal, that's the whole point of National Get Out and Drive Day. There are a few side things that go along with that. And simply one of those happens to be, the opportunity to help support kids getting back into the trades. What drives youth is a big mantra we like to say. John, talk a little bit about some of the charities that we try and make people aware of for what drives youth.
We really support the RPM Foundation, and they have a big hand in the X Cup for the Great Race, and that is that's an incredible thing, and we have operative talent as well on board with us, and they support the next generation. They support people getting into trades, and there's several different places that they have introduced us to that they'll help graduates, high school graduates, trying to get into automotive trades or trades in general.
So depending on where you're watching this or where you're listening to this, we will try and do our best to leave that information in the show notes or in the description box down below so you guys can take a look at those guys. Just because we say to give, go over there, take a look, read what they are writing, listen to their mission statements, see what they're doing. If you feel inclined to help them out, by all means, I'm sure that they would be greatly appreciative to help push those motives in that next generation of kids and students of moving them into the trades and stuff like that. Speaking of social medias, and we're going to kind of take a little bit of a twist here now, John. I was rummaging through Facebook Marketplace, as I always do at a certain time of the morning before my cup of coffee, and seeing what was going through there. And every time I get on to Facebook Marketplace, within seconds, I'm frustrated beyond all means. People trying to sell stuff that don't describe it. They don't show pictures. They won't even give a price sometimes, but yet they expect you to jump on there. One of the ones that specifically jumped out at me was this, I think it was an '05 Volkswagen Jetta. Now, they didn't take a picture of the pretty side. They chose to show you the rebuilt fender on the driver's side and give you this because, well, they figured it looked prettier that way. And they're trying to sell this thing for $1, $2, $3, $4. So what does that tell you?
Lazy.
They show you three pictures. The description says it's got 321,000 kilometers, so that's like 200,000 miles or almost. Automatic transmission, and it is a diesel, so we do know that.
Okay.
But his description just basically says, I've got an '05 diesel in RLY, good shape. Instead of typing out really, he's lazy again. RLY, good shape, underneath. Just recently MVI'd. So instead of writing the word inspection, we use the term MVI, motor vehicle inspection, but he apostrophe E'd it. Needs a little bit of work, daily driven, looking for trades. So either you want to sell it or you want to trade it.
Huh.
If you should put a price on these things, guys. Like, this is just aggravating that when I see something, so yes, I clicked on it. But normally, when I see something that says a price of 1, 2, 3, 4, first in my mind, or maybe audibly, I'll give you a big, but at the end, I don't even want to open it. I don't even want to know how bad your ad is. Can you relate to this, John?
Oh, I certainly can. I can't believe there's so many cars on Marketplace that cost $1,234.
Right?
I mean, I'm buying them all, and it's just a minefield lately. I had a hard time selling my 72 Maverick. I mean, I had it on there for a year and a half, dealing with clowns and fools and bots and people from another country wanting to send me Walmart gift cards. I couldn't even handle it. I could not handle it. I don't know if I would sell something on Marketplace ever again. I mean, it's a minefield of stupidity, and it's the Wild West that is not taken care of at all by Mr. Facebook man.
But that's just it. Like, so if you guys are just tuning into the Get Out and Drive podcast for the first time, you don't know really who I am. My day job, I am self-employed, and I have a used car lot. I sell cars for a living. I'm biased. I know how it should work. I know how many pictures I should be posting at minimum. I know that the description should be as long as a novel to give you all the details. And I know that the price should always be prevalent. Okay? Couple of things to watch out for. Do not buy a car that the pictures have been taken at night. They're trying to hide something. Do not buy a car that looks like it has been recently washed. Do I think that their intention was to get it clean so that they could get a better picture, or wet so it hides the blisters? Never buy a car in the rain, folks.
No.
And the other one, never trust an ad that only has 1 or 2 pictures. They're trying to hide something. Clearly, Buddy with the Volkswagen shot 2 sides of that car with gray fenders on a red car. I mean, he wasn't trying to hide that. But the whole point is there's got to be a little bit of etiquette, meaning if you're not going to fill out those empty boxes in the description platform on Facebook Marketplace, if you're not going to fill them all in with something, You gotta need. Oh yeah, here comes Paul. He's gonna show me up now with my website, which doesn't have much for descriptions, but I mean the prices are there, the Carfax links are there, everything is there. There's multiple pictures to every single ad, right? So that's the whole point. When you're trying to sell a car, show pictures, show what everything is. If somebody sends you a message, answer them. Okay, I get it. Is this available? That's a trick. That's a trick. They've got that is this available as a quick link that when you're scrolling on your phone, you accidentally tap it as you're scrolling up through the ad, and it sends that. It happened to me. But again, make sure, folks, that if you're selling something and somebody sends you a message,
there is etiquette on both sides. And I've been a buyer and I've been a seller, not only of full vehicles and all that, parts, collectibles, Hot Wheels, just everything. And I guess I'm in the minority of being consistent, answering people's questions when I'm a seller, when I'm a buyer. Don't beat the hell out of people on pricing. Oh my God. You talk about somebody that gets an immediate block from me. If I'm a seller and somebody's a buyer and they say, what's your lowest price? Even before they even say anything at all. Does this thing run? Will it roll? Will it get on the trailer? Will it drive around the block? Will it drive on a coast-to-coast road tour? What's your best price? That is block. Instantly. And, as a buyer, I try to treat people the way I would like to be treated. And I guess I'm in the minority because don't drunk Facebook Marketplace. Period. Period. Just don't. Because you're going to put a picture of a knife and a picture of your dog and a picture of your big naked belly in a mirror and one picture of the Camaro you're trying to put up. Everybody's seen it. Jason, you've seen it.
Yeah.
And it just drives me absolutely crazy.
Yeah. And like I said, being in the business, if somebody comes onto my lot and sometimes they won't even get out of the car, they'll roll the window down and they'll say,
it's not a drive-through.
They'll say, what's the best you can do on that? And again, when you're in business and you're face to face, it's totally different than being a keyboard warrior on Facebook. Face to face, I have to be polite and I have to be courteous and I have to not potentially turn this customer away, but yet I got to smack them in the face verbally.
Oh yeah.
Right. So when they throw that out, I'll turn it back on them and I'll kind of, with a little bit of smile, I'll say, well, what's the best you do?
Yeah. What's the most you'll pay?
Yeah. And it kind of breaks the ice. Sometimes they'll joke and this and that, but they already know what I want.
Sure.
Right. Is the price on the window my best price? Well, I'd like to hope that it is. I hope it's competitive enough that you'll just come in and take the car for a test drive, sit in it, smell it, like it, drive it.
Right.
And determine that the value is there. Right? So the first words out of your mouth when you walk into a car dealership shouldn't be, what's the best you'll do? That's not what we're selling. We're selling value in a car. This car is for sale. It's not
on sale.
There you go. That's a common term in the car sales industry. This car is for sale. It's not on sale.
Right. Yeah, that's 100% of the thing. And I don't know lately if it's just, and what do people get out of this, by the way? What is the battle of the bots and bots and people that send you stuff and they want you to play all sorts of Zelle games, say all sorts of Walmart gift card games, and I'll pay you $2,000 for this item that you're selling for $50. If you'll send me $8,000, I don't do math well. And and just all sorts of crap. And I don't understand who gets money out of this, because the only way I can see is if foolish people, as a buyer, they want to get something and they'll hurry up and send somebody $1,000 to hold a car that doesn't exist, that they've stolen from somebody else's, somebody else's ad. And that stuff is crazy. You have to have as much couth and understanding as a buyer and as you do a seller. Don't just jump in and say, oh, I'm going to buy something tonight. Do your research, get a specific car you're looking for. Again, do your research. Make sure that, if you're looking at a picture and the price is too good, copy that picture and throw it up on a Google search. If you can find that exact picture somewhere else and the price is $72,000 for this car, somebody else has it for $3,000, stolen picture.
Yeah.
Don't fall for this garbage. Don't fall for this garbage.
And if you're looking for the best price on something that you're trying to buy on Facebook Marketplace, tech tip for you folks, take it from the guy who's been selling cars for almost 20 years. The best price you're going to get on that car is when you're waving $100 bills in front of the person selling the car.
Right.
Okay. If you show up with cash in hand, means you are intending to buy and you're serious. Throwing somebody a lowball offer on Marketplace while you're sitting on the shitter is not how you're going to get the best price.
That is exactly correct. Everybody says it. Money talks. 100%.
Yep.
In-person money. In person.
It's easy to pay somebody with PayPal or Zelle or Cash App or whatever you guys are using these days. But you know what works best? You know where the best opportunity to get the best deal is? Cash.
Yeah.
At least for now, it still is king.
Now you just going to step on something, because I sell stuff on there and I haven't for a while because I'm pissed off at it. But people say, I've got something listed for $1,000. And they'll say, I'll give you $450 cash. What the hell else were you going to give me? Jelly beans and an old magic squirrel, or something stupid? 3 balloons, this magic squirrel, and $450. I'm good with that. I cannot even, that irritates me so much. If you say I'm going to give you $450 for this, that's my offer, I'm fine with that. But do not say $450 cash. Again, block.
So let's go back to Facebook Marketplace for a second and talk about how other folks handle this.
Facebook horror stories.
Right. And we've already mentioned him once in this podcast, our buddy Fred.
Bless his heart.
If you know Fred, what you see is what you get, and he will speak his mind, and he will absolutely 100% positively not sugarcoat it.
He's going to take you to church right now.
So one thing that Fred pops up on a Facebook group that he has is his conversations between him and potential buyers of stuff that he's trying to sell.
Right.
And the reason why he created this is because he sells a lot of stuff and he deals with a lot of idiots. So common things are, they'll ask you like obvious questions where the answer is in the ad. Like, what year is that 1982 Chev pickup you got there?
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's in the ad. So I'm not sure how well some of this stuff is going to come up on screen for you guys if you're watching this. But it's pretty interesting that if you don't follow Fred Ashmore or Ashmore Speed and Performance, you can find the links to some of his other stuff that he sells, as well as some of his groups that he's created, and get a good laugh. I will warn you, there's language.
Yeah.
If you get offended easily, don't go looking for Fred Ashmore. But I guarantee you, if you're not offended easily, then you're going to be quite entertained with some of the conversations that Fred shares with some of his groups. Now, John, I cannot read that from there. Paul, you can read it because you're looking at the screen. Would you mind reading that conversation for us?
From Fred Ashmore. Not sure there's a comment that boils my blood more than what's your best price directly after you give them a price. Tailgate, yes? What's the price? Tailgate with trim, $200. What's the best price? Never mind, we're done here. The price is $200, not how cheap you can be.
That is exactly correct. I have to read that stuff all the time because he's driven halfway across the country to look at something that somebody has for sale, and they're just a goofball.
The thing that I like the most is that when somebody says, you know, will you meet me somewhere? And especially if this person's been yanking your chain for the last 3 or 4 days or weeks or whatever on this item. Mm-hmm. And I see this posted all the time, and it's just it's a gag, but it kind of gives you the gist of how you deal with these people. And one of them is you pin a place that's about 2 hours away from him and say, look, meet me here and I'll sell it to you for the price that you just offered it to me for.
Sure.
You know, you just lowballed the guy.
Right.
Meet me here at this hour. So if Buddy's eager enough to go buy this $100 item that, you know, is worth $1,000,
right?
And Buddy drives 2 hours for nothing.
Sure.
And when he gets back on Marketplace to say, hey, I'm here, and then that's when you drop the bombshell and you say, well, seeing how you've wasted my time for the last few or 3 or 4 days or weeks, I just thought I would waste yours. Thank you very much. This item is not for sale. Block.
Yeah. give them the pickup place as a local comedy club to your city.
Yeah.
And then tell your jokes there. Yeah. You go inside and tell your jokes to them because they ain't funny to me.
The gist of this one is, why do people not reply for a week? And then when you mark it sold, they start messaging a bunch.
They get mad because you sold it out from underneath them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when you used to go to swap meets and scour parts bins looking for that one elusive original part you had to take home to clean and repair? You just made more work for yourself.
It's true. I'm not a trained body man or metal fabricator, and neither is the majority of our enthusiasts that are working on their own projects at home in their garage. For me, finding high-quality replacement body panels, rust repair parts, trim, and weather stripping is key to making sure my project is ready to get out and drive.
AMD is the place to find restoration parts, including trim, glass, and weather stripping. When you are restoring iconic vehicles like the square body and OBS GM trucks, Mopar muscle cars, and Ford dent-side pickups, think of AMD. Whether you're a seasoned restorer
or a hobbyist tackling your first restoration, look no further than AMD. Visit autometaldirect.com and explore the AMD Garage for helpful restoration tips, insider stories, and more. Be sure to use the code GOND when you place your order for a 10% discount exclusively for our listeners for a limited time. AMD, more than metal.
But I know I've looked at a ton of horror stories, and I follow a bunch of stuff on Reddit that is horror stories. And I think the craziest one that I saw, I hope I never have this kind of issue, is a guy was selling a car, and 2 men came to get it, and they were about to pay him, and the ATF jumped out of the bushes. And they arrested everybody and threw everybody on the ground, put everybody in the truck. And it turns out that the people buying the car were wanted for murder. And the cops told him to play along. And he did, all the way up till the time that he got put in the car. And at the end, he asked the cops, so I guess I'm not selling the car, right? They said, I don't think so.
Yeah.
So be safe out there, people. Do not give people the option to come to your house.
No, meet them in a public place.
Meet them in a public place. Meet them at a bank. Meet them at the local police department. I've gone to pick up stuff that people have given me their address, and they've called the local police department and told them that they're doing a Facebook Marketplace pickup, and the police actually came out and sat outside their house.
Wow.
I thought that was weird. I had that happen to me one time.
Well, yeah, and it's the same thing about, if you're not meeting in a public place, like a public place is safe for both parties, right? Like if I'm driving down an unknown city or an unknown street and I'm pulling into someone's house and like there's some crazy ass crap going on next door. Like, are you safe? Do you get out of the car?
Yeah.
And chances are, if you're buying a car or you're buying something of significant value, you probably got some cash on you. Like, is this what you want to do? Is get out of the car with a pocket full of honeys?
There's some places you don't. I have a fantastic video. We went to pick up some collectible glasses, drinking glasses, and the lady told us where her house was. She said, no problem. It's the first house on the corner. You turn and you go up the road a little bit, you can find my house. I'm like, no problem. She gave me her address, big giant sign on the side of her house, has her address. So we pull up the street, we make a left turn. I don't see anything. We drive down the hill like a quarter mile. We drove through a creek. I had the video. We drove through a goddamn creek and we got to a horse farm and we're like, there is no way this is right. We turned around and we came back and we called the lady and she goes, oh, well, if you drove through the creek, that's too far. So you think you would have told me that? So we get back and we ask her where to go, and she gave us the exact address because wherever the pinpoint was for her address on this little globe that we live on was not where her house was in real life. So she helped us out. We went over and did a porch pickup and we left. But oh my God, that was a fantastic story about driving through a creek to get some crap from Marketplace.
Well, I've got my own Marketplace story, which actually turned out quite well. And that is when I bought Dale Jr., the Suburban that you see sitting behind me. This was a Facebook Marketplace purchase. I'm in Eastern Canada. The thing was listed in just outside of Wichita, Kansas. So how do you buy something over a long distance that A, you want to trust that the vehicle is actually there, it's tangible, it's for sale, but B, that you're dealing with somebody that's reputable. Well, lucky for me, I had somebody that lived, or his parents did, in the vicinity. He was going to visit his parents, my buddy Grant, and he said, I'll go down, I'll take a look at it, take it for a drive, and we'll coordinate this so that the guy doesn't think he's trying to sell it to two people, that he knows it's for you. And we did that. When Grant got there, he introduced me to the guy with the camera. We did a live, and he walked all around the vehicle, got underneath, showed me where the rusty spots were, the spots where that rear cross member was. I knew what I was up against.
Right.
And the guy, when everything was done, him and I had the conversation to say, listen, here's the plan. This is going to be a fly and drive for me. Will it drive 2,000 miles back to New Brunswick, Canada? He says, I have zero doubt in my mind that it won't make it.
Sure.
So we put the deal together. Granted, this is one of those times where I simply couldn't negotiate over the phone, because if I'm going to fly 2,000 miles with a pocket full of cash, chances are I'm serious. But I wanted to make sure that we could nail this down. And the whole point I'm trying to make with this story is use your gut. It's usually right.
Oh, yeah.
And if you can honestly say you've never had a gut feeling, you're probably naive. So you shouldn't be putting yourself in those situations.
Yep.
Take somebody with you. Call your mom, call your dad, call your crazy uncle, best friend, whatever. Call somebody that can help vouch for the situation that you're in.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
We've been doing this a long time, buying and selling cars. I do it professionally, and there is a difference when you're doing it professionally versus doing it privately. I'm an established business, brick and mortar store. I've got an office. I've got chairs. People can come in and sit down. We can talk. I've got a lot full of cars. Well, not full. the moment. I've got a lot with cars on it. And the whole point is that when you're dealing in that situation, it's far more professional. You're far more safe. And yes, there's going to be guys saying, oh, you're just a used car salesman. You take advantage of everybody, blah, blah, blah. Look, whatever.
Right.
I've heard it all, and you're not going to hurt my feelings, okay?
Right.
The whole point, make yourself comfortable in every situation. And when you don't feel comfortable, that's a gut feeling.
Use your head, man. Use your head and your gut.
And another opportunity here is if Facebook Marketplace annoys the crap out of you so bad, there are other opportunities. Racing Junk, who has been a long-time sponsor of the Get Out and Drive podcast, has free ads. You can buy, you can sell your crap, and it doesn't cost you.
Right.
Anything you want, whether it's a car, whether it's a bike, whether it's a piano.
Sure.
Pool table. I ain't helping you move it, but hey, that's out there.
Sure.
Racingjunk.com. I throw that out there as a shameless plug for them, but my goodness, like there's other opportunities, and Racing Junk is just one of them. They support us. Why don't you go out and help support them? Let's go through a couple of more ads here on Facebook Marketplace that I just happened to pull up. This Chevy half ton, okay? He's selling it for $5,432. That's kind of like the 1, 2, 3, 4, but not, if you know what I mean. So just by looking at the main picture, it's a 99 regular cab, 2-wheel drive. Got some pretty good looking wheels on it. And for a Miramichi truck, it looks pretty clean. If you guys know, you know. But if we go down through the description, in those little spots that you've got to type in what the frig you're selling. He's got the mileage, he's got the automatic transmission, he's got the color, he's got that it's a gasoline engine, but he's also got that it's a 1.8 liter engine.
Oh,
how hard is it to tell us that it's a V6 4.3? But in this case, he goes to the description to clarify in 3 sentences that it's a 99 two-wheel drive 4.8 V8, many new parts. Well, tell me what you put on. Tell me what many new parts is. Very solid old truck. Not perfect by any means, but it's daily and mileage will go up as I drive it every day. 2 sets of wheels, that's a bonus. So he's got some likely winter wheels and tires that go with this. Make a cash offer, a trade for a side-by-side, or something interesting. So he is open to offers. He's got a little tiny bit of a description there. He does tell us a lot, but he doesn't say much, if that makes sense. And as we flip through the pictures, you can see the other set of wheels that comes with it, which are just stalkers. And then you kind of just do a quick little walk around. Not a bad looking truck. I wish we knew what the price was he wanted for it. Chances are it's not 5,432. People, more pictures. He did not give one picture of the interior. He did not take a picture of the dash with the mileage light or the check engine light on, because I guarantee it's on this thing. You should have, at the very least, 6 exterior pictures. One of each corner, one under the hood, one in the trunk or the tailgate.
And they should be in the light.
In the light, absolutely. You need to be able to see what you're shooting. And then interior pictures, you should have a picture of the driver's seat, the dash, the console, the back seat. If it's got a sunroof, take your camera, your phone, point it up to the roof, take a picture of the sunroof. It's not always clear that a car has a sunroof in pictures. If it's inspected, that's a big thing where we are. We have a biannual safety inspections. So if you're selling something that's got 3 months left on the sticker and you know it won't pass, you're not going to get top dollar out of it, right? If it needs things to be fixed, then if they're small things, don't advertise that they're small things. Get the damn small things fixed and inspect it. You're going to get way more money for this thing if you do. A 2-year inspected vehicle is worth more than the equivalent one with either no sticker or one that's about to run out. These are all tips. Take them and do what you want.
Yeah, take them and run with it. And if you're a seller, take Barrett Jackson and turn it off. Just turn that off.
Yeah, right.
Because your 4-door 55 Chevrolet without a trunk lid that has chickens living in it is not worth $70,000.
No, and one last ad that I wanted to bring up too is the Hyundai Elantra, 2013 Hyundai Elantra. I just saw this today on Marketplace, and like I think, Paul, is that already listed as sold?
Yes, it is.
So seller was asking $3,000 for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's low mileage, 143,000 kilometers. So that's like maybe 82 or 3,000 miles.
Okay.
Automatic transmission. We all know what these Hyundais are like. They're likely got a ticking motor. The description is lame. Few bumps and scrapes, but all is in good shape. New alternator, serpentine belt. Needs inspection. Needs plates. But only 3 pictures.
Right.
Like Buddy sold this with 3 pictures and virtually no description. I mean, is the price right? 3,000 Canadian. That's like $2,100 American. Like I think that's a pretty good price for one of these things.
I think down here in the States, that's a $6,000 car.
Yeah, look right there. You guys probably can't see it. Listed 23 hours ago.
Sure.
And he's got it sold all right. So that tells me he had the right price on it.
Yeah.
Had the right mileage on it. But I'm guarantee you he didn't sell it because of the description.
No. Does it come pre-stolen with a busted column?
The Kia boys.
Yeah. Is that one of the features?
Yeah, it's pre-stolen. That's why it's marked sold.
That's probably right.
US dollar is at 71 cents Canadian. So for every $1 Canadian, you're only getting 71 cents US. So there you go. $2,136 is what that car sold for in USD. So
wow, that's cheap.
the whole point of this episode was just to kind of help open your guys' eyes. Those, I said it earlier, if you just don't know and you don't get it, just keep scrolling. You'll never get it. This is to help you guys sell your product. And if you're buying and you're on the buyer side of things, it's a buyer beware. There's a lot of things you need to look out for when you're buying stuff online.
And if you're trying to save money as a buyer and you buy something that is borderline junk and it breaks, you're a cheap ass. Don't come back here. Don't even come back here.
Yep.
Because I'm selling it at a certain price because of what it looks like and how it runs. And if you think you're getting cheap for nothing and it breaks, I have no problem with that. Certainly. Paul, put up that thing that I sent you that has the red flags of Marketplace. Yes. Yeah, this is text that are red flags. When you're immediately looking at an ad, just scroll by. It says, just needs a tune-up. Keep on scrolling.
Yep.
Selling for a friend. Just keep scrolling. My loss is your gain. Run. Run away.
Don't walk. Run
Don't
away.
walk. Run. It says brand new motor. First of all, it's an engine. Second of all, it's probably not brand new. It says wants to trade for a similar car. Why? And if so much little to get fixed, to get more money out of it, why doesn't the seller fix it? And those are just giant red flags, along with somebody that's selling a car and you inquire about it, you ask about it, and they don't return your message. Run away. I don't care how much you want the car, run away.
In every single one of those scenarios, could one of those red flag scenarios be legit? 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. You got Grandpa, who's 87 years old, with his 1985 Cadillac Fleetwood, who doesn't do Facebook, and granddaughter or grandson is trying to help sell it. And sure, that's legit. But unfortunately, you don't know it's legit until you're there in person looking at it and you see Grandpa walking over with his cane. Right? You see the AAA sticker on the back window. He's a premier member,
Oh, yeah.
So these are things that, yes, every single one. Could it just need a tune-up? Absolutely. I am not spending another friggin' dime on this car. Just get it out of here. My loss is your gain. I'm done spending money on it. Mechanic special. Is that possible? Absolutely. Every single one of those red flags could be legit, but you'll never know unless you go see it in person with cash in hand to make that lowball offer that they might just say, yes, get it the hell out of here.
This next one that Paul has up here, it says, I'm planning on selling my car. Yesterday I cleaned it, took a bunch of pictures, and posted it to Marketplace. Within 7 minutes of posting it, says I had 18 messages from people wanting to buy the car. It says I have it priced because it's still a good car as being sold as is. Yeah, but it felt scammy. I didn't respond to anyone, and he said some of them seem legitimate, but others seem scammy. He said, what can I do to protect myself? And as a seller, it's hard. I can't tell you enough. Do your research.
Yeah.
Look for the same type of item that you have for sale. Look for that on Facebook. Look for that on, if it's a small thing, look for it on eBay. Do a general internet search on what's the value of my car. There is a bunch of sites out there that can help you. Like I said, do not jump on Facebook and just go ahead and just start ticking away. Nothing's going to turn out good from that.
Here's a good tip. When you're doing Facebook Marketplace, there's always the opportunity to view the profile of the person selling the item.
Definitely.
So do that. If you don't know who it is, do that. Sometimes it will tell you that you have mutual friends. So you can verify who or what this person is by checking with some mutual friends to say, is this guy legit or this gal legit? If they've only got 3 friends on Facebook, probably a scam. If they've got several hundred and it says they've been on Facebook since 2012, then yeah, chances are they're probably legit. Because scam accounts do get shut down. They generally don't last for 12 years. But the whole idea is that's the very least you can do is search the person selling it, find out who they are, what they're about. If they don't have any mutual friends, look at their posts. If they're sharing stuff publicly, see when the last time they shared something. If they're selling this red Mazda Miata, scan through their photos and see if you ever see them taking a picture of them driving it or inside of it or in front of their house or whatever. Just sleuth it a little bit. Don't, try not to be naive. Like I said, if you're naive or you don't think you're naive, then you'll know this stuff. But if you are naive, you don't know it.
Go look at the person that's selling an item or a person that's potentially buying an item and look and see their feedback.
Yeah.
Look and see what other things they have for sale. Again, everything comes right back to do your homework.
Yeah. Well, I hope that this episode has been a little bit of a help to somebody. I mean, if we only ever help one person and they understand where we're coming from and they take some of this advice, great. We hope that this helped, and we hope that you spread the word. Think that we're just a bunch of raving old men, lunatics, telling you how to do things and whatnot. Well, power to you. I am too. So get off my lawn. This is what we see. This is our experience, and we've made mistakes. I've been scammed on Facebook Marketplace. I still don't have my 40-foot shipping container that I bought 5 years ago.
Wow.
Again, and I did research. I looked the company up. I found out who they were. I went to Google Street Maps and found out where their business was. It seemingly was legit at the time. $2,000 out the window. I should have known better. $2,000 for a 40-foot sea can. Wow. I mean, at the time they were going for $2,000 to $2,500. Now they're like $4,000. So, yeah, that was a great talk. I mean, I learned a little bit, but also I hope that you guys did. And that's what we're trying to do. Looking forward to next year, we do have a couple of new potential partners with National Get Out and Drive Day. One of them is Fred Rod. If you guys don't know who or what Fred Rod is, it's an annual event that takes place. It's a 3-day event over a weekend in August in the capital city of New Brunswick, where I am, in Fredericton. This year, they're happy to announce that Sean, who is the what? No way guy on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all over the place, he's going to be making a visit If you don't follow Sean, which I'm sure that you do, if you follow us, you probably follow him. He just recently did the Danger Ranger 5000 down there at the Freedom Factory. It was his second visit down to one of those events. He's done a kind of a Pinks all-out race with Justin Danger Nunley. And if you don't know who that guy is, he's the Listen guy on TikTok who does a bunch of that stuff. So he's going to be at the Fred Rod show this year, as well as, who are they? Eastbound and Down. So if you guys are familiar with Smokey and the Bandit, these are a tribute to the Smokey and the Bandit. And they will have some vehicles. They'll be impersonating the cast and crew of Smokey and the Bandit, right down to Burt Reynolds, Jackie Gleason, and the fellow that played Snowman, Jerry Reed. And by the looks of the picture that's up on the screen, I hope they bring every single one of those cars, because that would be absolutely awesome. The cutoff Pontiac, whatever it was. What was that, a Le Mans?
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, you see Smokey and the Bandit cars all the time. Not that they're not great, but it would be awesome to see some of those other cars and these characters. And from what I understand, they do not, under any circumstance, break character, which I think is absolutely great. So it'll be good to see these guys, as well as Sean Umsheed from What No Way, and it'll be a pretty good show. Last year, if you were there, you know that Bad Chad was there, as well as Mike Hall from Ross Valley Restores. And they generally try and get some big guests in to this show. They have agreed to be a partner or ambassador of National Get Out and Drive Day. So we'll be sending them some stuff. And if you are in the New Brunswick area and choose to go to that and register your vehicle, you'll be getting some Drive Day stickers as part of that package as well. So looking forward to that.
Well, I certainly had fun warning people about Marketplace, because that place is a freaking minefield.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said, I'm in the business. I deal with that on a microcosm every day with live people. Some of the strange buying and selling things. But at the end of the day, when you're going and you're sitting down and you're specifically looking for an item to be serious and to be in the market for something, you hope that the person selling what you're looking for is just as serious as you are, that they're actually a person, and that the vehicle actually exists. So again, we hope that we kind of helped guide you through some of the what to do and what not to do's of Facebook Marketplace. I think this was a great episode. I think it was very educational. And despite the fact that we may or may not have made fool of ourselves in front of some people, I really don't care.
If I help one person, it's going to be awesome.
You helped me today, John.
I did help you. So I'll see you next time.
The Get Out and Drive podcast is always looking to support the next generation in the auto industry and hobby through our What Drives Youth initiative.
Our friends at AMD know that younger enthusiasts are out there building vintage cars and trucks while incorporating modern comforts. AMD Restoration Parts maintain that classic look needed for Restomod builds.
If you are a younger enthusiast working on a build using AMD parts, we want to hear from you. If chosen, you and your build will be featured in an upcoming What Drives Youth segment on the Get Out and Drive podcast. Visit getoutandrive.com to let us know about your build or tag us in your build posts on social media. Visit autometaldirect.com and use the code GOND for a 10% discount exclusively for our listeners for a limited time. AMD, built for enthusiasts, by enthusiasts.
If you're looking for cool garage art, check out the lowbrow artist Richard Keel. His use of classic pinstripe lines mixed with tongue-in-cheek hand-painted images evokes the nostalgia of the 50s and 60s hot rod culture. Cruise over to stlpinstripes.com and get your one-of-a-kind artwork, stickers, and t-shirts today. Cruise on over to our website, getoutanddrive.com, for all the info you never wanted to know about our podcast. Hit us up on our listener hotline, be the first to know what's happening, get industry news, and grab your Get Out and Drive merch. Connect with us on social media. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Follow us on X at Get Out and Drive Pod.
What drives you?